Circle up 4. The holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly tree bears the crown. Oh, the rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing all in the choir. Now the holly tree bears a blossom as white as any flower, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to be our sweet Savior. Sing with me. Oh, the rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing all in the choir. I need you. Now the holly tree bears a berry as red as any blood, and Mary bore sweet Jesus Christ to do poor sinners good. Oh, the rising of the sun and the running of the deer, the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing all in the choir. Great, thank you. Well, here we are again this year, and unfortunately, we are not dancing on the dance floor at Seabury or gathering for Parlor and laughing and hugging each other, but we'll get there. We'll get there one of these days, one of these years, and hopefully we'll be next year. So I want to welcome you all here. I'm so glad that we can do this and come to you, come together in whatever way we can. And so I'm really glad for that, and I appreciate that. Kent is going to go over some technical announcements for us.
Hey everybody, I'm so glad to be joining Patty and the tech crew here. It's lovely to at least imagine being with everybody tonight. Hey, if you're watching on Zoom, we want to invite you to make sure that you keep your microphone muted, because of course, as you know, Zoom will go to whatever's making the most noise. And we want that to be the performers and the beautiful musicians and storytellers who've made us a wonderful contribution tonight. So put yourself on mute. There may be some times, though, that you want to share things in the chat, and that would be really great. So especially if you have comments for each other, comments to Patty and Joe, who will be here, they can read those on the screen, and I hope that you'll make use of those. We also have a couple of tech people who are watching the chats and there to help. So if you get disconnected or can't find something, we've got a couple of folks who will be there. If you put help in the chat, they will know to look to you and to find you and help you get connected. If you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you also have comments. We'd love to have you put in there where you're watching from if you get a chance, and to make use of those chats and hearts and likes and all those good things too. We got to note that if you're wanting to see it on YouTube, it's not the group page, it's the actual organization page. So it's Christmas Country Dance School Berea page on YouTube if you'd like to watch on that. So I see we've got folks from Tacoma Park, Maryland. We've got Huntsville, Ontario. I know that there are people driving across the country in Utah and in Colorado who are watching. Hi from Columbus, Ohio. So Laura, great to see you. We're so glad there's so many friends. There's Rachel Parsons from Huntington, West Virginia. Hello, Rachel. And so if you'd like, the other thing I can tell you is that we will be spotlighting the videos so that everybody can see those. But if you ever want to see everybody who's on and you want to keep your camera on, if you'd like to, go up into the upper right-hand corner and you'll see that little button called View. If you're watching on a tablet or on a cell phone, just tap your screen and you'll be able to change views. And you can see the whole rogues gallery of all the people who are on. And hopefully at the end of the time, we'll have a chance to wave at each other and celebrate. We are recording tonight too, so if that's a problem, keep your camera off. And of course, if it's not a problem, keep your camera on. we'll celebrate everything. So Patty,
Did
we'll
you
just
already say?
oh yeah, it's YouTube Berea CCDS. So there's how you find it. The other thing is to have your wallet ready. It's always great to collect some money for donations, and since we can't have Mummers Plays and all the other ways that we support this work while we're hanging on through the pandemic, I hope that you'll consider making a donation for all the hard work and all the beautiful music and wonderful camaraderie we've had both in the past and are having now and will have in the future. To make sure that we can, I hope that you won't mind making a donation, and I think the tech stewards there have got plans to send you links all the way through today's wonderful offering. So Patty, I'll turn it back over to you for a wonderful evening.
All right.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Kent. All right, let's get started. Let's go ahead. We have some greetings from folks. So we'll start with those this evening.
Merry Christmas!
Greetings from the Carlbergs.
And my mother, Hattie Parks.
We wish we could be there in person. We can't wait to dance with all of you.
Have a happy new year.
This is 150 years old. Wow, 154. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la. While I sing of Yuletide carol. La 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 la. Merry Christmas.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Carl Birds and Mary. That was really lovely. We're missing friends from all over the place, all over the world, really. Sometimes we have folks from England and France and Sweden. And I know I'm missing some foreign countries. But also all over the States, over the years, we've expanded our family, our Christmas school family, to include many from New England and the Wild West and Canada and Georgia. And I think we need to hear from those folks in Canada and Georgia next.
Christmas school friends, I miss you very much. I wish we weren't doing this on the computer again, but I'm glad that we are, because it's better than nothing. And I'm gonna sing a song for you that's kind of about that very thing. It's about making the best of these hard times. It's about finding joy and sweetness in times where it's hard to come by those ingredients. This is called Vinegar Pie. I hope you like it. I hope next year we can sing it all together.
slow, coming in slow. Oh, hell, coming in slow. And yeah, we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go. We're waiting for help, and it's coming in slow, coming in slow, coming in slow.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Hannah, and thank you for the beautiful tune, Robin and Dave. And the name of that Robin and Dave's piece was Alice in Wonderland. It's beautiful. All right. Let's see. I think it's time for a story. And I believe Bruce Spencer has a story. Don't you, Bruce?
So, true story tonight. I'm an introvert. Yeah. That means I got to be alone every once in a while. I just got to be alone. It recharges me. It helps me think, and just makes me a better person. Maureen and I had been married about 25 years when this happened, and I don't think I'd been alone in those 25 years. And I was really needing some solitude. I was talking with a friend, and he knew me pretty well, and he realized that I needed this. And so he said, look, Bruce, you need to get alone for a while. I got this cabin up in Fairbanks, and you can use it. Just go up there and use it. And I really brightened up. It made that introvert come out. So I decided to do it. I scheduled some time and a flight, and I told Maureen I was going. I prepared myself. I got a brand new camera with a telephoto lens, a Swiss Army knife, beef jerky, a sleeping bag, some hiking boots, and a bottle of Distillery Trace bourbon, 150 proof. And I was ready to go. Maureen took me to the airport and kissed me goodbye. She was crying a little bit. And she said, be careful, watch out for bears. It was a long flight. It was a night flight, about 13 hours to Fairbanks. And I got there early in the morning. A fellow named Bob picked me up. He was a guy who took care of the cabin for my friend. And we drove out of Fairbanks about 2 hours north on Highway 2. And he dropped me off at the cabin. Before he left, he said, I'll be back to pick you up in a couple of weeks. But look, if you were to get snowed in, there's a lot of food in there and firewood. So you'll be fine. Just stay in place. Don't try to walk out. Just stay where you are. And we'll make sure we come and get you. So I waved goodbye to him. And then it was a beautiful day. It was an incredible day. This little cabin sat on a mountain valley lake with a huge mountain in the background. It had a glacier on top, and it was reflected in that mountain lake. Oh, it was so beautiful. I just spent the day taking photographs. I didn't even eat lunch. I got some wonderful pictures that belonged in National Geographic. I was so proud of them, and I stayed up late, which wasn't really late there. It was only 5 o'clock when the sun went down, and there was an aurora, and I got some beautiful pictures of that aurora. And then to top it off, there was a little meteor shower in the middle of it. It's extraordinary. And I was dead tired because I hadn't slept very well on the flight. So I went on back to the cabin, went in. There was one wall of it was just nothing but firewood. Just it was probably half of the cabin, all that firewood. And I started a fire and had a little something to eat and wrote in my little notebook about what the day was like. And then I got a swig of that bourbon and I went right off to sleep. I had a dream. It was a very vivid dream. I was dreaming of that aurora again, but instead of being by the lake, I was actually on the shores of the Pacific Ocean, and it was wonderful. The tide was coming in and out, the waves lapping in and out on the beach, and I just stood there and looked at everything, and I listened to that sound of the water going It was very, very peaceful. I started waking up and it was cold in the cabin. And I was surprised because the fire was still going a little bit. And there was a little bit of light in the cabin that I hadn't expected. I looked over toward the door and it had about an inch wide crack in it. It was open just a little bit. And I sat there and just thought for a few minutes about the fire and the day that I'd had. And then I realized I was still hearing that sound of the water at the sea going in and out and in and out. I looked over toward the door and there was a big furry rug there that I hadn't seen before. And it was moving with that sound. Up, down. I realized it was a bear. It was a big bear. It was a grizzly bear. It had come into the cabin at night and gone to sleep. And I was there with it. I remember something my dad had said once. He said, it's always good to make a good first impression. Well, I didn't think a handshake would do. So I sat there and just thought for a little bit. And then I remembered that notebook and the bourbon. And I reached down and got the notebook and ripped a little page out and stuffed it in my mouth and started chewing it up into a wad. And then I got that bourbon and put a little bit in it and started soaking that wad with bourbon. And slowly I got up and I said, this is it, Bruce, it's all or nothing. And I yelled, hey! And that bear looked up at me, a little bit startled, but not too much. And then he started standing up and I could see his intentions right away. And then he roared at me, an inexorable roar. It just filled the cabin and my body. And I took a swig of that bourbon and I spit that spit wad into the fire and atomized the rest of the bourbon in a line between the two of us. The spit wad exploded into fire, and the line also created a fire. Well, that bear stopped roaring right away, and he looked at me, and he got a kind of a hurt look on his face, and he just turned around and laid back down and went to sleep. But he was still right in front of the door to the cabin, the only way out. And I sat there all day watching the snow build up more and more and more until there was only a tiny little bit at the top of the door. And a half an hour later, it was gone. I could see no light outside. We were snowed in. We were heavily snowed in. We were incredibly snowed in. Well, we got along. The first couple of months, we shared food. I had plenty. We communicated with body language. We did okay. Came Christmas, and we sang carols, and I showed him how to use my camera, and we had a pretty good party of it. New Year's came along. We made little paper crowns like the English do, and drank the last of our bourbon and toasting the new year. January and February were kind of hard. We were running low on food, but we had gotten to where we were acceptable with each other, and we would rather eat something else before we ate each other. So we ate mice. March was hard. Firewood was gone. The food was gone. We slept a lot, and we slept together for warmth. I was usually the big spoon. And then in April, the beginning of April, I woke up one morning and I was surprised because he was gone. And he hadn't said a word. He's just up and left. And what was worse is he took my camera And that had all my proof on it. The pictures that we had taken together, the selfies, all the pictures of Alaska, gone, just gone. Well, I was down on that, but the melt had come and Bob came to pick me up and I went home where I belong with Maureen. Now I know a lot of you are going to be spending a winter inside with your family. And the pandemic has created that for us. And it's difficult, I know. But I just want you to think it's not that bad. Just wait. Just be patient and wait. There'll be plenty of time to do other stuff. Besides, you need to think of it in another way. Just think, I could be spending 6 months in a cabin with Bruce. Good night, everybody.
Boy, you never know. And don't you wonder if Bruce has ever really been to Alaska? Francis Slade has sent in a beautiful piano piece for us, which we'll hear next.
Hello, Christmas School friends. It has been too long since we've seen each other. My name is Fritz Schindler, and I'm excited to get to participate in Parlor once again. Through the magic of digital technology, we can share from our living room here in Radford, Virginia, through Berea's Parlor to your home wherever you are. I'm excited to get to do this. One of my favorite parts of Christmas School has always been singing together at Parlor. It's fun to hear people sing. It's also fun to dance, of course. But one of my favorites is when we sing together. It's a little hard to lead everybody in singing when we're not in the same room, but wherever you are, hopefully you're not embarrassed to sing along. I'm gonna do a Christmas song that I'm sure you know, probably a little bit jazzier of a version than what you're used to. And that's just kind of my flair and what I like to add to things. So this will be a swinging rendition of Angels We Have Heard on High. And I issued this challenge to sing the Gloria part in one breath. That's just a fun way to keep it lighthearted. And if you're with a group of people, sure to make some laughter happen. So I raise a glass to you. I'm excited to get to share with you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whenever it is you're watching this. And thank you, Patty, for putting this together. Here, let's sing together, Angels We Have Heard on High. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains roll on? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your heavenly song? Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Come to Bethlehem, come to Bethlehem and see him whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee, Christ the Lord, our newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Thanks for singing along.
Hey Berea friends, here's a couple of tunes that I really like. Spencer and Lucy's Waltz by Claudia Buchwald and the Kula Halika Polka, an Irish polka. right, as I was playing those tunes, I was having a memory of Berea's past. And I was remembering the very first Berea I went to, I did a stunt that kind of bombed, and I wanted to do it again, risking it not working. It's a fantastic stunt that I learned a million years ago. I had not been married to my wife, Abby, very long. And we were at a restaurant, and the waiter came up and said, you want to see a cool trick? We had just had a bottle of wine. There was a bottle of the empty wine bottle was on the table. And the waiter said, I can do a really cool stunt. And he took the cork and he drove it into the bottle with a stick like this. See it in there. And he said, I can get the cork out of the bottle without breaking the bottle. And we're like, whoa, that's cool. And the funny thing was, I had been collecting stunts for about 10 years at that point, and I really knew a lot about stunts, and I had never seen this particular trick. And YouTube didn't exist yet, you know, TikTok didn't exist, Instagram. There was no place to go and like find stuff. You didn't have it in a book. You had to know somebody who knew how to do the trick, and I didn't know this one. And so when the waiter said it's going to cost you $5 for the solution, I'm like, you got to be kidding, buddy! But I paid him right away because I had to know how it worked. So here's how it worked. Took the napkin off the table, and he rolled it up on like this. He rolled it toward the middle. You can't really see, can you? Here, I'll show you. He rolled it so it looked like that, just from either side toward the middle. And then he worked the napkin into the bottle. And, you know, this is kind of one of those stunts. It's a little bit of something from yesteryear when people valued boredom a little bit more. It's a little boring to watch someone feed that napkin into the bottle. But you're going to hang with me while I do this and look at the bleak Indiana countryside out there. It's just about to snow. All right, the corks, the napkin's almost in the bottle. And the trick is you're going to get that cork to go down into that napkin. See how it's just about in the, now we're going to feed it right down in there like that. And then we're just going to pull that thing out. Oh, boop. Miss everybody. Happy stuntology. Happy Berea. Bye.
Great. Thank you, Sam. And Fritz, it was so good to see you. And Francis, beautiful piece on the piano. Lovely. It just reminds me of how wonderful it is that we can share all of our many talents. Storytelling about bears, and wonderful guitar playing, and wonderful piano playing and singing. So I think we're a very special group, don't you? And I sure do miss everyone. I think it might be time that you might want to get up and move around some. And Susan English has sent in a lovely dance for us. So if anyone feels like dancing, we can join in.
Hi guys, it's Susan. I'm in my basement and I'd like to invite you to do some dance with me. It's going to be an old time dance with a little bit of a modern twist to it. So you can dance alone, or you can have a friend or a family member. You can have 2 or 3 or more people, or just by yourself. Let's start. Everybody go forward and back. Or 1, 2, 3. High five. And do it again. 1, 2, 3. Now imagine a circle between here and the computer, and you go left and the others go right. Now the other way back. 1, 2, 3. Now find someone and turn by the right, Alaman right, and melt into a swing. Take that one and promenade. Go walking round that ring. Back to where you began. Let me put on some music. This is called Muddy Roads, played by the band Air Dance. Are you ready? Everybody go forward and back. And do it again. Go left or right. And the other way back. Find someone, element right. Swing. Promenade. Go forward and back. Woo. Let's do it again. Go left or right. Other way back. Element right. Walk around and swing. Promenade. Forward and back. Do it again. Go left or right. Other way back. Now turn by the right. Swing. And promenade. Take a walk. Oh, one more time. Forward and back. Do it again. Go left or right. Other way back. Let's turn by the right. Swing. Promenade. Up to the computer. Freestyle. And we'll stop there. And thank you for dancing. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.
Ruth wrote a song that we really enjoy picking up called Santa Plays the Banjo. 2, 3, 4.
Time
Great, thank you. Thank you, Al, Alice, Ruth, and Daxon for a great fun song. And thank you, Susan, for the dance. It was fun. All right, now I'd like to introduce the Kentucky Bourbon Trailers. This is a band that includes Callie Northern and Jim Stites and some other folks, but those are our folks that we know in this band. And speaking of bourbon, you might want a little bit of bourbon while you're listening to the song. And I hope it's from Kentucky. All right, the Kentucky Bourbon Trailers. right. Thank you, Kentucky Bourbon Trailers. If y'all are in the area, they play in lots of different venues around here, lots of different restaurants and stuff. So great to hear from you all. So this year I thought, unfortunately, we're in the same boat as we were last year. So I'm going to replay a favorite from last year. And you'll know right away what it is.
Room, make room on this Zoom. Make room, I say, for now is the time for a merry mummers play. We can't be together all in the same place, but now we can put a smile on your face. So welcome one and welcome all. It's Christmas time and a mummers ball. In comes we, Patty and Joe. It's Christmas time, so we'll put on a show. I'll make the buttons.
And I'll sing the songs. We'll forget all the troubles and right all the wrongs. I'm Katie Christmas. I come in this night from a song dance society that brings us all light. Welcome in or welcome not. I hope Christmas school will ne'er be forgot. Achoo! I've got the sniffles and my forehead is quite hot.
Hey, we told you no hairspray with that. Oh.
Oh, you guys.
Stop everything. I mean, stop it all. No Hanukkah, no Kwanzaa, no Christmas at all. No flying, no restaurants, no dancing, no fun. I'm here to stop singing and blot out the sun. In comes I, the star of the show. I'm well-rounded, star-studded, and ready to go. I'm social, gregarious, and communicate well. I travel by air, surface, and aerosol gel. By my powers, I've sent this world into a spiral. In fact, you might say my performance went viral.
In comes I'm Nutcracker Bryce. My looks are forbidding, but I'm actually quite nice. I like to crack wise and come out of my shell to remember the things that we love so well.
No, I want you to leave all good things behind. Just think of me, oh, so often maligned. I want you all to myself for as long as you last. You'll all sing Corona, avant and avast.
I don't feel good. I don't want to succumb. This virus is crazy and I'm seriously bummed. But I'm afraid I'm losing all my resistance. Oh, hurry, put on your masks, you guys, and socially distance.
Oh, okay, tie this up. No, it's below your nose. It's below your nose.
Oh no, Katie Christmas, she's not looking so well. She was standing right there and then over she fell. And she's not alone. There are so many more. All over the country, they're hitting the floor.
Wait, I'm getting a message that comes for you all. What's that noise? I think it's a Zoom call.
Yeah, no, okay.
Okay.
You're on mute.
Unmute yourself.
You have to hit the little microphone.
It's down there in the corner.
No, you have to, okay, we can't hear you. Okay.
In come we, the baby Zoomers 3. We're tweeting and meeting in this new way of greeting. But it's not like in person. In fact, it is cheating. We've come with a warning that you all must take care. Get Katie Christmas revived or else beware. That virus Corona will take joy away. There won't be life left for a brand New Year's Day.
Hello?
Is that it?
Okay, I think they're frozen.
They're frozen.
Yeah, okay. We've lost them.
Okay, they're gone.
Oh, a doctor must be found to cure this deep and deadly wound, whatever. Quick, scour our history. we'll pay out in spades to rescue our dance joy from the bed where she's laid.
Did someone say pay? Why, money's my thing. I work for cash or a fancy gold ring for my tiny little hands. I'm a dinosaur doctor, the original quack. There's nothing in medical knowledge I lack. I'm a certified genius. We need a good look with a tisket and tasket. We'll first lay her here in a Janet Northern basket. I'll determine the disease. After all, I'm the decider. Why, I think she just needs an injection of mulled cider. A sure shot of this will put death out of reach. It'll clear out that virus even better than bleach. Okay, a little help here. My arms. Come on, people.
No, Quack Dino, that's not very wise. We need to help Katie. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Corona has made Katie Christmas forget all the things that bring life, but she's not finished yet. Let's help her remember all the things that we love. Maybe that will bring her back on the wings of a dove. Dove! Sorry.
How about a song from Al, Alice, and Ruth? Best singers we have, and that's near the truth.
Or let's hear a story to bring a tear to the eye. Quick, someone tell the one about the old dry fry. Everyone knows old dry fry. Anybody seen Jim or Bruce? Bruce, I've got your card.
All right, everyone, just settle down. It's clear we need the help of additional friends to help find the light and this story amend.
I'm Jonathan Jensen. I'll sing her a song. That'll drive this virus along.
How about here's Holly and Ivy?
I'm a pig. I'll go out to dig. Or get Nathan and family to sing us some cheer. Hey, stop looking at your belly button.
Don't fret, no rants. I'm Wendy Graham, and I'll write Katie a new dance. Raffle tickets. Lay the sick to rest in stitchery of the best. Get your raffle tickets, quilt tickets.
It's not going to work. You can see I'm going to win. The only dancing you'll do is on the head of a pin.
Not true. We know how to dance any catastrophe through and put the crunch on a nut job like you. There's something that'll work for sure. Let's give Katie Christmas an old-fashioned Morris tour.
That's a great idea. Yeah, we should totally do a Morris tour. I love that. I love that. I love that. That's fantastic. Hey.
Oh, this is great. Oh, I'm so glad to be on tour again.
This is great. Oh, you know what? It's good to see everybody.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Not a Morrison tour, though that's traditional too. But we need something more to make her like new.
Oh, well, that's no fun. This is not a Morris tour. This is a Boorish tour.
Who wants that?
I'm out of here. I don't like this.
Hey, what's happening to the light?
Shh, shh, shh. Hey, everybody, be quiet. Shh.
not working, you guys. Even though you danced in the dark, nothing is giving her eyes back that spark.
I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. Just close up the school, I guess, and I'll cry. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. What is this noise? Why all this wailing? The world is in chaos from way too much ailing. I don't like ugly, and I hate to see poutin'. I'm a knight of the beautiful day. That's right. I'm Eric Crowden.
Yay!
Yay!
Eric, I need some help
Yay! Let me get out of my armor. You'll have nothing to dread. I'll put a stitch in your troubles and wrap them in thread. Corona, you've caused us all to refrain from dancing and even singing My Dame's Lame Tame Crane. But I've got the cure for what ails the world. I'll wrap you up in beautiful twirls. See, a ball with spikes is just where it begins. First, I wrap you with thread, then take out the pins. So we take something gross like squid to calamari.
Hey!
We contain and constrain and accessorize you, just like tamari.
No, I think we should do it right now. Don't wait until tomorrow.
I did. No, I mean, tamari, it's a Japanese handcraft. Oh my God. Have you not been paying attention all these years? Oh, never mind. Here we go.
No!
Ooh.
Oh, look at me, breathing out and breathing in. Feeling fit as a fiddler on a roof made of tin. I'm awake and alive, ready to leap into this day. And friendship and love will keep me this way.
My work here is done, and no time for napping. Another year's auction means I've got to keep rapping. Armored once more in my own metal mask, I'm off to complete all my Christmas school tasks.
Thanks to you, Eric, Corona is a wrap. 2020 is near over, and boy, was it a very distasteful year. Thank you very much. But you made something stunning out of it all. It has the magic of memory with which I'm enthralled. Joe, will you buy it for me, pretty please?
Well, haven't we paid enough for this stupid disease? I'll tell you what, I like that we no longer feel ill, but let's turn the buying over to our good friend, Will. In comes I, good Will of a Wisp. I make all things possible with my bills so crisp. I like today just fine, but tomorrow much better. I'll donate to the scholarship fund, 'cause I'm an auction go-getter. Hooray! Yay! Who's the best?
We all should go do likewise. Help donate, I mean, so we can meet back here next year to see and be seen. We'll dance and we'll hug and we'll sorrow no more, so the magic of Christmas school can come back with a roar.
Well, you never do know what will happen on stage. I guess some people never learn to act their own age. And thank goodness there is still play and good cheer among all who wish
For a joyous new year.
Come on and follow, follow, follow the light. It shines from the brightest star above. Every step is lighter as the star shines brighter to guide our way to perfect love. Follow, follow, follow the light that shines from the brightest star above.
Hi, I'm really happy to be with you in virtual Parlor, and I'd like to thank Joe and Patty and everyone for getting us together in this way. I'd like to share a well-known Irish tune, The Star of the County Town, which is often played as a waltz, and I'm going to play it more like an air. Thank you. All the best for 2022, and I'll see you next year.
Friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices, the chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, all Greek to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink
does so well. For style and her beauty, sure none can excel. The smile on her countenance as she sits on my knee. There's no man in this wide world as happy as me. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Our ship lies at anchor, she's ready to dock. I wish her safe landing without any shock. If ever I should meet you by land or by sea, I will always remember your kindness to me. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let's drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let's drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. My footsteps may falter, my wit may fail, my course may be challenged by November gale. Their fortune shall prove to be friend or be foe. You will always be with me wherever I go. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Barbara, for the beautiful harp music, and Lori and the Whites and the Cobra Smiths for the great sing-along. Here's to the health of the company. Wonderful. Thank you all so much for being with us tonight. We'll be back on the 30th, so come join us again. And now I have a very special good night song for you this evening.
Okay, what are we gonna sing?
Daddy is not singing. I sing.
Elliot?
I sing first.
Okay,
Then
Elliot sings
Daddy
first.
sings.
Elliot sings first, then Daddy.
Then Daddy sings.
Okay, so you start.
Good night.
Good night. Be
Good
love
Be
and
love
mine.
and
Good night.
night.
Sleep well, my dear. Good night. Good night. Be love and mine. Good night. Sleep well, my dear. May cherubim and seraphim watch over you and hover near. Good night. Good night. be love and mine. Good night, sleep well, my dear. Good singing, Elliot.
Thank you, Elliot, for the special goodnight song, and Owen. Good night, you all. We'll see you on the 30th. Okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry
Bye.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Love you
Love
all.
you
Bye
guys.
bye.
Ready?
Merry,
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Pablanax. Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Good
everybody.
night. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jen, Sam. Bye, everybody.
Hi. Happy New Year. Almost.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
See y'all on Thursday.
Hi. Thursday's coming.
It's a coming. I'm trying to. Bye bye. Hey, Joe. Merry Christmas. Hi, Ellie.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, Ron and Andy. Hey there,
Merry
Cobra
Christmas
Smith.
to you.
Hey, Wayne. Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Right there.
Hey, Hal. Hey, Kathy. Hi.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Hey, Brad.
Ready.
Merry Christmas. Hey, Marty. Hi, Jim. Hi there. Wall's here.
Thank you, Sayer. Thank you. You the man.
Hey, Pamela.
Hey.